See, I represent the scientific community, and our job is to make the big picture for you, and the big picture has to be a true picture. So how do we make this big picture? It is only based on the landings, that means the catch you bring. And thanks to our forefathers, I represent CMFRA, which was established in 1947, before independence. And that is the year when the great love of fishing was discovered by the Western temperate situation. That is, an unregulated fishery is not a profitable fishery. Fishery science is a crisis-born and crisis-driven science. Today, let me assure you, we have the scientific capability to take up any challenges you face. But in order to make our big picture a true picture, we have to do one thing. That is, a true picture will depend on the way in which the process by which the picture is being made is devoid of what is known as the ego principles, garbage in, garbage out. So everything, we can develop the models, we can take decisions based on that, but everything depends on the correctness of the data. Today, if you, I would like to say that the landings, around 3,500 villages and 1,000 odd landing centers, our coverage is not up to the mark. So one possible solution should be, we have to think about a national data acquisition plan. Without a correct database, as yesterday and the day before yesterday, Madam was raising about the data. Data is very important. See, in God we trust, but everybody else should bring data. That is the hallmark of science. So we have the capacity, but still we can develop the capacity more, because devil is always in the details. When it comes to the decision making, especially within the context of the ICSF, because see, the challenge is more. We are able to read the pattern. We can also bring in the element of the processes into it. And then, in order to make it a forecasting model, the data has to be very, very precise. So the fisherman community has to do two things. One is, please don't vilify this scientists or the technical staff. The technical staff will be there in the landing center. Most of the time now, the people are not ready to cooperate with them. So we have a very tough job, because they are standing there and there is no way to get, because we are all working on a sampling framework. A modernized science-based system cannot work on sampling framework if you want to move into the forecasting scenario. So I think when you give the license, it is not merely a license to kill or take the catch. It has to be a license to ensure that you are a steward. So a license has to give a mandatory requirement that the catch data has to be given, but there has to be a mechanism to collect the data. Now another issue is, the state departments have the data collection mechanisms, and there is a mismatch or dissonance between the data we collect and generate the pattern. So that has to be avoided. The Department of Fisheries has its own reasons, but if we want to move ahead with the new challenges, we have to have a national data acquisition plan. So data, data, data. That is the only message I want to make. Thank you.